I have been looking for a way to be able to watch Netflix, essentially cast it from my phone onto the display in my Tacoma. And I have been looking for something that could do that for a hot minute. And I mean a hot minute. I have been doing a ton of research, looking at a ton of different ways to be able to do that. Obviously not to use it when I'm actually driving, but when I get places early or for other people that I transport when we're sitting there waiting, or if I'm driving for other people in the car if they want to watch something. I was like, I want to be able to essentially cast, kind of like on my TV at home, where I can use my phone as a remote control to cast to the TV so I can watch Netflix, control it from my phone, but have it on the TV. So I wanted to do that with this new 2024 Tacoma. So did a ton of research. I ran across this brand called GetPairr. They have a ton of different products. Some of them are as simple as just making it to where you have wireless CarPlay. With the 24 Tacoma, that obviously comes with it. But if you are someone that has a vehicle other than a new Tacoma that has wired CarPlay, their product is great for doing that. But today, we're strictly going to do a review on the GetPairr Cast, which lets you cast Netflix streaming apps. It lets you mirror your phone identically and almost real time to the giant, depending on what version of Tacoma you have, the 14-inch screen or the smaller screen. It'll let you cast directly to that from your phone. It'll mirror everything on your phone, which is great. So in today's video, we'll kind of do an unboxing to see what the product is, what you have to plug in. I'll show you how to plug it in and what exactly will happen once you plug it in, and show you it working in real time. And then at the end of the video, I'll sit down and talk about what I really think about this product, if it's something that's worth it, how the price compares to competitors, and everything like that. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into what comes in the box. Once you receive it in the mail, this is what the packaging looks like. You can see it says plug to cast, wireless perfect. Has some more details about the back of it, some stuff on the side here that gives you some information. Now, there are certain iPhones and Android phones that these will work with, so you want to make sure that yours is compatible. If you have a really old phone, you're probably going to run into issues where this is working, but if you have a newer phone, you should be totally fine. So let's go ahead and open the box and see what it all comes with. So we can see nothing else in the box. We have 3 devices. We have this device, which this is going to be what you actually plug into the bottom of your cell phone, whether that be an iPhone or Android. This is what you will plug in to the bottom of your phone. Now, this can be kind of tricky. So these aren't 2 separate things that you have to plug in. It all depends on the make and model of your vehicle. So with the Tacoma, which is what I have, the only ports that you have available to plug into are these ports right here, these USBs. There is not like one of these USBs in the Tacoma, so this is essentially an adapter. What you'll do is you'll take this and just plug it in. Make sure I have this facing the right way. You plug it in there, and it essentially lets you just plug this in directly. So it's not a big deal when you see this. You might be like, oh, I don't have like an actual USB plug in my car. It's not a problem because it comes with this adapter that you can just plug in and plug it in here, and it'll automatically go from here into here with no problem. So that is really, these are the only 2 things that you need here. This plugs into your phone. This plugs in to the display in your car. Now that we got everything out of the box, let's go ahead and skip to the fun part, which is plugging this in and testing it out and seeing how it works, the responsiveness of it, and if you can stream apps like Netflix directly onto your screen. So we'll go ahead and have our 3 devices here. Because the Tacoma does not have a regular USB port, you will be using this and plugging this into here. You'll then take this and connect it to the side of the heads up the side of the display. And once that plugs in, we'll go ahead and let it pop up on the screen. There we go. And we'll go ahead and grab a phone. I would recommend only using an iPhone for this. So you'll get this device here, and you'll plug it into the bottom. This gives you the ability to mirror what you have on your phone. So once that's connected, it'll say CarPlay or mirror. Let's hit mirror. Don't need to do anything with that. That just takes you to a website that lets you know the supported models. Because this is a newer iPhone, it is supported. If you have a newer one, you shouldn't have any issues. We'll hit next, and we can see it's automatically popped up on the screen here. So we'll see, you can see apps, you can scroll, the time it takes to scroll on the phone versus the display is pretty much instantaneous. So we'll go ahead and just pull up Netflix. We can see it pulls up right away. You're able to play videos on here, and it is a great, it does, once you start playing it, it will turn sideways. So I'll go ahead and show you. We'll hit play. It's now automatically going sideways, even if you don't hold your phone sideways. And there you go. The audio will also play in the car. So it's not going to play through your phone. It'll play through the speakers in your car, which is great. So it's nice being able to mirror what you have on the phone on there. So if you are looking for something that gives you the ability to watch Netflix or any streaming app through your car, this is definitely the device that you need for that. Let's go ahead and talk final thoughts. What are my final thoughts on this GetPairr Cast device? Is it worth it? Is it competitively priced? Does it work well? Are there any glitches that I've ran into? So overall, I do think this is a good product. I have tested it on an iPhone. I have not tested it on an Android device. However, it does say it is compatible with both. So if you do have an iPhone or an Android, it should work with no issues with either of those. So overall, I think that it worked well. I really liked how fast it was. Like, it would work in real time. When I was scrolling on my phone, it would instantly show up on the display for the car, which was great. I don't want something that's laggy, that takes forever, especially any syncing issues. That's another thing that I tested. I watched a Netflix movie on there to test and make sure the sound worked properly, that it was coming through the car and not through the phone, and that there wasn't that half-second delay between the voice and the video. So that was one thing that was really good. There wasn't any issues there, nothing at all. So overall, I think this is a great way to be able to watch Netflix or Amazon Prime videos or anything like that on your car. Obviously, big disclaimer, you don't want to use this when you're driving, at least not as the driver. You don't want to be watching it. If you have a passenger that wants to watch it, that's totally fine. Or if you get somewhere early because you just like to get places early, then you can sit there and watch Netflix while you're waiting in your car, ready to go into work or your appointment or whatever it is that you have going on that day. So overall, I think these are great. It was a good review. I thought it worked well. It did everything that I needed it to, which was great. So I do have a link in the description. So if you are interested in trying this out, or if you've been like me and just looking for like, man, I wish I could cast Netflix from my phone onto my truck or car, whatever car you're driving, this is a great way to do it. So check out the link in the description, read the reviews, see if it's something that you're interested in. That's all I got for you today. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.